Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today we are going to be starting our Greasus Goldtooth campaign. I've got to be honest, I'm not super excited for this one. I don't think the ogres are in a particularly good spot right now. And I don't think Greasus is the best ogre. So it's gonna be a very difficult campaign. We did move up to hard difficulty from the normal of the last episode, so this is gonna be a struggle. Why is it gonna be so hard? So let's talk about that before we get involved with everything. If you look, we start here in the Mountains of Morn. We have a war starting against the Cross Clubs. We also have the Sons of the Mountain that we're at war with here, and Carrickazorn that we are at war with as well. And guess who starts right about here above Carrickazorn? Oh yeah, that's Grimgor, one of the scariest units in the game. Okay, that's great. Guess who's right over here? Oh, Xiaoming Cathay, one of the richest factions in the game. Okay, that's pretty scary. They have a natural aversion to us. And guess who starts right here? Probably the scariest person to start beside of. This is Helman Gorst in the Caravan of Blue Roses. Ah, cool. So, not only that, we have Tretch Clanrictus over here. We have Imric down here. And a little less scary than all of them, we have Kugath down here. I mean, no one's really truly scared of Kugath, but he's down there. So we are kind of surrounded on all sides by people that are difficult to get along with. We can attempt to get non-aggression pacts here with Cathay. We could probably right now actually get a trade agreement. So let's go ahead and get that trade agreement. Start trying to get good relationships with the Western provinces, because we definitely want them on our good side. So we're surrounded by people that hate us. And not only that, but our Lord Greasus sucks. Greasus sucks. Look at how much smaller he is than my Firebelly. This is supposed to be the largest ogre in the game. The largest ogre in existence, and my Firebelly looks twice his size. Greasus has major problems. If we look at his skill tree here, he's got pretty decent magical melee attacks. That's solid. Really strong bonus versus large weapon damage. That's strong. 35 speed. That is bad. 35 speed. Not only that, he's kind of bugged out and his animations don't hit properly. So you're going to take forever to get to battle, and you're never going to use your melee attack and your weapon strength. It's just not going to happen. You have pretty low armor. You just sort of suck overall. Not a very good lord, and you don't get any skills to get off of this terrible little wheelbarrow they gave you. Like, I understand in the lore Greasus doesn't walk. And he even says it in the game, too rich to walk. But in the lore, he's carried by Noblars. Like, literally on top of Noblars, crushing them as he moves forward. I don't think that's very well translated over to the wheelbarrow that he's riding. So I would like to see, you know, just some sort of change to him. Skills kind of suck. He gets melee attack to himself and weapon strength to himself. Doesn't do you any good. He gets bonus versus large to himself. Again, doesn't do any good. Armor for your army, that's pretty solid. Casualty replenishment rate for your army, that's pretty good. But your blue line doesn't give you any casualty replenishment rate at all. And the ogre casualty replenishment by itself is pretty bad. Now, the ogre armies, the units are pretty good. And you get Iron Guts are decent, and you get like a bonus towards them. Upkeep bonus towards them, and that's pretty solid. However, the ogre economy is really bad, and you just can't support the armies that you need to support in order to play the game properly. So we're gonna go in here, fight this opening battle, try to get as few casualties as possible. We're only against Noblars, Saber Tusks, and one Ogre Bull, so we should be okay. I mean, just these units alone should take it. My Noblars shouldn't have to take any damage at all. We're gonna fight this out, and we're gonna take the Great Hall of Greasus. But I'm a little concerned about this campaign. I've played multiple test campaigns here, trying to get this going, without, seeing how far I can get, how I want to play this out. And my economy around turn 20 each time is sort of sputtered out. So we're going to take things a little bit more slowly with this series. We're going to pay a lot more attention to what we do with our camps. We really got to pay attention to where we're putting our first camp. I need to pay attention to what Gorst is doing and try to take him out carefully. And I want to avoid war with Grimgor for as long as possible. And hopefully we get a few things done. So I'm going to start deployment. Seeing where they are, I'm going to take just a moment to set up my units here into what I think is the most effective formation to deal with this setup over here. My formation is just get down here, run into them. That's my whole plan. Run up and smash them. Greasus is never going to get there. It's going to take him 8 years. Look at how slow he moves compared to the rest of my army, especially with all their speed bonuses. I do like, the sound of all of his... I mean, this is thematic, and it's nice, but also, he's way too small. I would like to see him be much larger so we can get some more unit mass and deal more damage. Let's have them go in there. If we look here, I want all of them going onto that. You guys should go into this. I want you going into these. And then I want my fire belly sending things into that. Let's drop you for a little bit. We'll take you guys down. This shouldn't take very long at all. And this is kind of the ogre plan. You're gonna pull back a little bit and then charge in and then go into the backsides of people. You kind of play them like a cavalry, but they're big and nasty and they get charges off. That's what they do. I want to keep hoping that Grimgor is getting his attacks off. Not Grimgor, what am I talking about? Greasus. Woo, how many times did I call him Grimgor? Hoping that Greasus gets his attacks off. But he can't even reach because of all the ogre bulls in the way. His stupid little cart prevents him from getting up here. And then his animations are so terrible that he usually doesn't hit. And it kind of is a pain. Look at him. Look at how long he's been sitting here without doing anything. Come on, Greasus. Just a useless kind of lord, really. Starve the ogres. I love Noblars, though. Thematically, they nailed Noblars. So, keep shooting fireballs at him. I mean, the battle's over. It's just a matter of do we kill this guy or not. And I would like to kill him. Experience is good. The more experience we can get, the better we'll be. My fire belly is a much better lord than Greasus is. Get in there, do some damage, hit him, smack him, do something. Wow, he's so fast. Never gonna catch him. He's gonna get away. Yep, and he's gone. Well, ended that battle. How many kills did we end up? 208. That's not bad. We did lose a lot of health on this ogre bull unit here. But wow, these man eaters, they did quite a bit of work. All right. So this is kind of like the ogre gameplay. You just sort of blob up, charge in, wreck through any infantry that they have, and you kind of got to pray that they don't have armor, because ogre bulls don't deal with armor very well. And we'll talk about why that's such a problem after we get out of this screen. First battle down, meat gained 2. That sucks because the army's so small. And just a little bit of loot. We are going to go for, even though army replenishment would get these guys straight up, we are going to go for processed meat. And there's a reason why I've chosen processed meat. It's, I want this big name. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I need that big name. Oh, what shield was that? Shield of missile defense? That's pretty good. Technology. The ogre technology is pretty good. I like it. I pretty much recommend always going down the bottom of the tree, but I like it. You have to start off your technology before you get your camp, though, and your camp is everything. You need the camp. Looking at Greasus's big names, we won a battle against the Ogre Kingdoms, which gives us Horde Master, leadership buff. Who cares? Shockingly obese, melee defense, unit mass. This is just better. I want to be working towards Trade Lord, because Greasus is not a battle legendary lord. He is more of a campaign legendary lord. Do I think I could get better than a close victory? I think so. So we're gonna fight this one as well. I don't want the close victory because I don't really want to lose that much health on this unit. So I'll keep him back. And we can still probably win this pretty easily. Especially with our meat bonus, speed, unit mass, and charge bonus. I think we can get away without taking that many losses. Okay, so as far as deployment goes, we've got lines of Noblars with bulls, Noblar, bulls. So I want my Noblars going into Noblars. So let's pull back. Serve the ogres! Love it. Noblars going here. And then I want all of my ogre bulls, except for this guy. We're going to keep you back. All of my ogres on this side, with Greasus and my fire belly on this side. And we're just gonna run in. We're going in. You guys are going straight in there. And you guys are going straight into this. Greasus, I want you going into this. You are gonna shoot there and then move over here. I don't really want him going into the bulls. And he's about to get smacked. Let's move him around there. Hit these bulls with it. Cycle charge these guys in and out. So, get you coming back. So we used all that meat, and I want to get the charges off, right? So since you used all that meat, you turn around and you get the charges back off. And that gives you a lot more bang for your buck. Send some fire over there. They're about to break over here. They're really struggling. Greasus is getting his butt kicked by a whole army of bulls. So we'll turn these around, have them going at it. And as soon as these guys are routed, we're going to use our biggest strength, which is our ogres, to come through and wipe some stuff out. Back in. And we'll send these guys in on the backside here. That'll be fine. Ogre Firebelly! Love it. Get in, do some damage. Everybody's routed now. They're about routed. Greasus has routed these guys off. Let's do the debuff over there. Follow the Morse call. Get you into these Noblars. Give them a shot. They've routed over here. Back into the Noblars. No, we'll go in there. The Firebelly does a decent amount of work. These poor little Noblars don't stand a chance. Just getting wrecked. Getting destroyed. Army losses should have me win this battle soon. Biggest in the tribe. Come on, Greasus. Do some damage here. Show me why you're the over tyrant. Almost. And we're just gonna speed through the rest of this. And done. So you do a lot of leadership damage. And that's kind of where your biggest strength is coming from. And the fact that your infantry is great. But it really wears off until you get the higher levels of your camp. And that takes a while. From what I've learned through my various testing. 50 kills there. Same amount of value as this guy. Almost the same amount of value as this 61 kill guy right here. The Iron Gut's not doing as good as I had hoped. But they're just, you know, your basic top tier melee infantry. They're not, you know, the best things in the world. Some better meat, some better loot that time. Not very much though. Some decent experience for Greasus. We did rank up. This is not worth the looting. So we're just gonna occupy. We want growth in the area, so we want to keep our control as high as we can. So we're just gonna occupy there. Greasus himself. Where do we want to level him? I could go for Route Marcher, but everything is so far away here that I don't feel like Route Marcher is the best first stop for Greasus. I think Tribe Sealer is better into the Goldtooth because we want to get here. That's where we want to go. Also, if you're in the red line, you get some better stuff through here somewhere. So the red line is like worth looking into. This is like really good for Greasus himself. But Greasus himself sucks. So do you want to be buffing him that much? I know we're just buffing him now, but we're going here for the army. That's what we're going for. And the local recruitment would be really good. For Stank here, Mr. Stank, I think Fireball is the way to go. We're looking at Fireball into getting his spells going. This spell in particularly needs to get going. So we'll be moving through those as fast as we can. Now, we have options. I could local recruit for a turn. We do have the Maw to get us over there as well. Ooh, the Maw. 20% movement range on the Maw would be good. Let's local recruit to get 2 more for right now. And we're going to upgrade the Great Hall of Greasus and never upgrade Karak Krakatan currently. We'll get it whenever we want the trade bonuses, but currently we don't need it. Getting Greasus upgraded is going to upgrade our gold mine, which is going to give us more money, which is going to be important. That's going to be super important, actually. Getting that gold mine upgraded, because I need cash. I need a lot of cash, and I need it now, because our economy is going to struggle for a while. We're going to basically run off of caravan looting for as long as we can. There's a ticking clock in my head that says Gorst. I just hear Gorst coming. I know he's coming. An extra 20%. Will an extra 20% get me here? Let's try it. Ah, just barely misses it. That sucks. Well, since we just barely miss it, we're going to go here and grab 2 more Ogre Bulls. And I would like to take this Valley of Horns by the time I drop my first camp. And I need to figure out where I want that camp to be. Turn 4 or turn 3. No, turn 4 should be my first camp turn. Like, well, I should be able to place it on turn 4. Putting it here is a pretty safe place to put your first camp. But do I want to be safe or do I want to be aggressive and put the camp to the south and start dealing with the Skaven and Gorst early? I would love to just make peace with these guys, if we're being perfectly honest, and not really deal with them. Speaking of peace, can I get my non-aggression pack? Yes, sir, please. And I'll get money for it. Shake your meaty paw. So that's a non-aggression from the east over here, which is solid. Now let's consider what it'll take to start getting peace from people like you. It's not going to be easy. The reason I want, like, peace with those guys is I do want to move south. I want to turn all my attention to the south, dealing with the people in the south. Gorst, specifically. And I don't really want to fight dwarves, because if you look, weak against armor, all of my units just weak against armor, except for the Iron Guts, which are armor piercing. Do I fight this battle, or do I auto-resolve it? Medium losses is pretty big. It is an open field battle. It's mostly just a bunch of Noblars. I could... oh, casualties low. That changed it. Well, then we'll auto-resolve that. Sure. Got all that meat back. That's good. We did take more losses than I wanted. I don't like these losses. I probably should have manually fought that. But a decent amount of gold, that's not worth it. So we'll just occupy. And wow, we got the Helm of Discord. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Now we've got to deal with Karakazorn. having that province for myself would be nice. Maybe I should recruit a second lord. I am making some money. Do I go for a farter or do I go for Big Daddy? Charge bonus will probably be pretty good. Do I go for a tyrant? Campaign movement range, character experience gain. That's pretty solid. Flabby, intelligent, belly porker. We'll go with Crobat Flesh Eater. And we are going to start filling his army up with Ogre Bulls. Greasus goes for Drake Crush. And then Over Tyrant next turn. And then, boom, Burning Head. Yep, there we go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful spell. We want to push growth. And next turn we need to consider where we're putting our camp. Because that's our probably our most important decision that we'll ever make, is putting that first camp down. Right here covers most of this area, but this area is already kind of locked down, right? Do we need to put it there? Or should we move it further south so that we can like start dealing with the stuff that we have down here? As far as our technology goes, we have Noblar Scavenging, which increase raiding loot. Or we go for Whetstones, which gives melee attack for Ogre Bull units. Now, my question is, let's go to the unit browser. Like, is it just these units here? I mean, we're using them, so it's probably good to get it. It doesn't account for Man-Eaters and Iron Guts, does it? Okay, well, we have mostly Ogre Bulls, so that's pretty good. We're not really raiding very much. I should be. I need to raid a little bit more. Control. Income from sacking and settling. Almost always go down the bottom line. You get casualty replenishment rate right here. You get control here. Income from buildings is pretty good, and you want to make your way to Ogre Throng. That's the goal.
It helps ogres. It helps me.
Want to upgrade that, and we want the growth building, because as soon as we hit 3, we're gonna put the what is it, the toll booth of Greasus down, start making some cash. And you, sir, are going to go for some more bulls. But that stops me from being able to put down the camp. So I need to keep 2 grand. Now, diplomacy. Sons of the Mountain. You won't give it to me, huh? Karakazorn? Also won't give it to me. See, I really want to put that camp to the south. Putting the camp to the south helps me deal with him so much better. It's actually just so much better. But having a camp close by gives me a lot of benefits. Helps me recruit better. Gets me better units earlier. Oh man, this is a tough decision. It's such a tough decision. I need to think about it for a second. Okay, I've thought about it, and I think that this is probably the best location for it. I can get greedy, and I can move it down here and lose it. This will be the safest place. I will need to... It covers like a good portion up to here. Yeah, I'll need it. I had to cancel the recruitment of one of those ogre bulls over there because I wanted to upgrade some of this. This is where your money's going to come from. So you want that. Normally this is redundant with what I've built here, but it counts as its own separate thing. You can recruit it straight into the camp. So we're keeping that there. More burning head. And we'll soon have over tyrant for him, which will be much better. I want to get to a full stack pretty soon with Greasus here. Because we've got Karakazorn up there about to come mess with us. And we're only sitting on 15 units right now. So that would be not so good facing a full dwarf army with some thunderers and quarrers. Range units ready to wreck us without anything. Dwarf armies are difficult to go through early in the game. If I recruit, it's going to take 500. That's all I can get. So I guess we're going to give these to Greasus. I was going to use him to attack caravans. 2, 3, 4. And we'll take him back towards the camp. And... ah, crap. They work for Greasus. I'll still take that. I'm gonna need more money, though. I'm gonna need money eventually. I'm struggling. Struggling for cash. I guess we're gonna have to start raiding. Maybe. The difficulty spike, I kind of notice how much cash I'm missing. So if I were to attack, if I go straight up here to Amble Peak, then I'm gonna get attacked by dwarves in my rear almost immediately. Upkeep for Noblars is good. Saves me a little bit of money. Mate Ritual. Let's get you back in the Great Hall. We've got our money here. I want growth is what I want out of you. I need to get up here is what I want. But you know, that's gonna take ages. So, what is our next step here? I've got a full army. Gory Stonebeard is there, so I think we're gonna hit ambush stance, and I think these guys might get hungry enough to come down here, or the dwarves will get hungry enough to come over here, and maybe we can ambush somebody and get lucky. I think that's our best choice of action, is to try to set up an ambush nearby and hopefully snag somebody. Factions disappearing off the face of the map. Trade agreement's pretty good. I'll take that. I eventually want to conquer them, so I don't want to make too many deals with those guys. But trade agreements are nice. I'll take them. Nobody came after me, huh? I think I've got to come up here and try this. A Pyrrhic victory. I mean, it's just a bunch of Noblars. Can I... Do I fight it? Do I auto-resolve it? It's just... Like, just a ton of Noblars, really. I'm gonna fight this. We're gonna go in... fighting this. And hopefully we'll get good use out of our Fire Belly. Because Noblars just die instantly at the Burning Head. The Flaming Skull, or whatever that spell's called. After this battle, I think we'll end the episode. So it's nice to end on a battle, I think. So he's got a pretty wide line here. They're stretched out pretty far. So I don't really want to match him. Because that's like playing against my strengths. So what I want to do is I want to bring these guys like this. And then we're just going to like a big blob of orky boy or ogre boys right behind them, grouped up. Get everybody here, and we're going to hit one side and then smash through. So everybody is going in. Everybody's just going in and hitting what they can hit. I want to give you your own little call sign here so that I can group up a bunch of people. I want to blob up a bunch of people and hit them with my burning head. 1 power every 10 seconds. So I've got 2 burning heads lined up. It's got a 25-second cooldown. And I want like the best spread that I can get on it. So we're gonna cancel it. I've got to wait until they group up, really. Greasus, I want you going against that guy. We're getting a nice grouping now. But I gotta really wait. I gotta wait. I want to hit as many as I can. I'm being greedy here, but greedy is good. Greasus, I want you going in. Now, I think we do this. There's some friendly fire in there, but it was overall pretty good, I think. In just a few seconds, I'll have another one I want to try to hit over here. Greasus is still working his way around to the Lord. He's still slowly making his way over there. Let's hit those. And Greasus, get on him, dude. Get over there. What's going on, bro? Greasus is my anti-large guy. I should have him doing stuff. Now, a lot of these units are breaking. These Noblars don't stand a chance versus me. We have the other reinforcements coming in. If I were to Flaming Skull right now, we would destroy most of my units, unfortunately. He's about gone. Start taking on these bulls. Let's pull you out. Let's pull Greasus out and get a burning skull here. Yeah, that feels really good. I love that spell. So most of these guys are done for. So let's get that there. We've still got quite a few seconds until we can really get another good burning skull off. I ain't no gobbo. 10 seconds, and then a burning skull across the back here is gonna decimate him. Just one big ugly blob. And then let's get a burning skull. Not there. Let's get it like this through there. Deal more damage to more things. Greasus should be taking on their tyrant. As soon as I can debuff him, I will. Where is my fire mouth? This is a big scrum. A big ugly scrum. Which is kind of what always happens whenever you're fighting with ogres. This is what they enjoy. This is what they like. Thematic. It's thematic. This way. I'm gonna get some friendly fire off here, but there's way more enemy units in the line than mine. In on this guy. You keep doing your damage there. I don't really want to go against the bulls. You should be firing on the bulls. Greasus debuffs, and it's just we do this now. This is what we do. We click. We point and click now. He needs out. I gotta get him out. Where are my little Noblars? I need the Firebelly to get out. Come on, Firebelly, let's go. That way? Yes, that was a really good hit there. Greasus is taking a significant amount of damage here. Let's get a few of these units to come over here and stop getting shredded. If I could just kill one of these lords, people would fall apart. There goes one, and there's the win. I don't think it was Furic. I think that was better than I would have got from auto resolve, and I think we're gonna call this an episode here. So yeah, pretty big battle there. Huge losses to Greasus. 14,000 gold, 27,000 gold value. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look, 100 kills, 108 kills, 117 kills, 109, 117 kills. Wow, we were destroying them for a while. Well, that's the first part of our Greasus campaign. I am a little nervous about this campaign. I don't think I am good enough to play this campaign on hard, but we'll see. We'll find out together. I'm not pretending to be the best here, and if I fail, I fail. Maybe we'll learn something along the way. If you're excited for this, please let me know in the comments down below. As always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.